Elon Musk reveals major new Boring Company update. Let's discuss recent developments with Elon Musk's Boring Company. We've observed that some rather important updates on the Boring Company have kind of gotten lost in all the buzz surrounding AI Day and the Tesla bot, Elon Musk buying Twitter, and the dropping price of Tesla. At their Texas development site, which now includes a partnership with SpaceX, we've had the first successful dig for a brand new tunneling machine. While the Boring Company starts the process of connecting the Las Vegas Strip with underground transportation, the Las Vegas Convention Center circle keeps growing. The autonomous driving system and high occupancy vehicle have also received fresh modifications, which will ultimately enable the Boring tunnels to realize their full potential. This company is consistently moving toward developing its technology and obtaining new contracts and approvals for the first time in its history. Whatever is occurring here is undoubtedly interesting. Elon Musk posted a brand new video of the Prufrock 3 tunneling device for the Boring Company on October 3rd. It seems like a mechanical adaptation of the Dune sandworm. The second generation of the company's internally designed and constructed tunnel borer is what we're seeing there. The tunneling equipment of the Prufrock series aims to be the quickest and most productive in the world. Although 1 mile every week might not seem like much, building tunnels is a very sluggish game, and that is what the Boring Company is now aiming for. A snail's pace, or the typical garden snail's average speed of around 0.05 kilometers per hour, which is still 14 times faster than the industry benchmark for tunnel digging, is the ultimate goal of the Boring Company. Prufrock 2 would be traveling at a rate of 1 mile each week, or about 1/4 to 1/5 of a snail's pace. Elon refused to say how swiftly the machine had dug during its brief journey. On Twitter, he predicted that by the end of 2024, the Boring Company might defeat the snail. Now, that seems improbable, but perhaps they can convince us otherwise. The Boring Company raised $675 million in Series C funding earlier this year, proving that they are not insolvent, and we have heard that work on the Prufrock 3 boring machine has already started. A total of 600 miles of tunneling could be completed annually if the firm produced one Prufrock 2 machine each month that mines at a rate of 1 mile per week. Less than 20 miles of an underground subway tunnel, they assert, have been built in the United States in the previous 20 years. Take a moment to step back and get a better look at the Prufrock 2 tunnel exit. We can see that this is located exactly across the street from the Boring Company Research and Development Center outside of Bastrop, Texas. From there, Prufrock got launched. The big new building under construction is also visible from the aerial view, which is extremely intriguing. The owner of that building structure is SpaceX. By the time it is finished in July 2023, it will be 522,000 square feet large and cost $43 million. Aside from that, we don't know what the structure will be used for, despite a claim made in a report by the Austin Business Journal that SpaceX will run Project Echo from the location. As we can see, the entire length from beginning to end was around 430 feet or 131 meters. We can also see a cross-section of the dig, which is not far away. Prufrock 2 descended at an angle of 17.5 degrees, smoothed out briefly in the center, and then ascended again at the same angle. At least 14 feet would separate the tunnel's deepest point from its roof. As far as we know, the Boring Company will produce the Prufrock 2 and create the Prufrock 3 at its Bastrop site. The Colorado River is visible. The one that passes through Austin, Texas is this one. All of the lands that extend all the way to the riverbank are owned by Elon Musk. The Boring Company recently disclosed in a filing that they intend to discharge 142,500 gallons of treated wastewater daily into the river, which does sound like something that could be really bad. The locals quickly voiced their opposition to the dumping of any waste in the Texas water supply. The Boring Company hasn't made a statement or offered any comments on the situation. Beyond what they refer to as treated wastewater, there is no actual clarification. What kind of garbage is it, and how thoroughly is it treated? Would Elon Musk consume it? There is still a great deal to learn. So, in the near future, we anticipate seeing a lot more activity coming from this area. On the Boring Company loop system in Las Vegas, which is currently stretching out from the convention center and starting to connect with hotels and one retail mall on its route to provide underground transit for the entire Las Vegas Strip, there are a lot of new developments. Therefore, the Southwest and Central Halls house the 3 original stations of the Las Vegas Convention Center loop. These are all connected by 2 parallel tunnels that offer bi-directional transportation using Tesla electric vehicles that are manually operated by human chauffeurs. That has been running for more than a year. Everyone seems to agree that it works perfectly well. The connection between the Resorts World Hotel and the convention center was made via the second tunnel that was in use. This is not currently connected to the first loop. The new Riviera Station, which is situated at the northwest corner of the conference center, is where the Resorts World Connector exits the hotel after passing below Las Vegas Boulevard, Elvis Presley Boulevard, and Las Vegas Boulevard. West Station is located about a block higher than the previous convention center. This tunnel has only one direction and is unidirectional, but Phase 2 of the Resort World Loop will soon expand that. The Convention Center Riviera Station will be connected underground to the Convention Center West Station by this passageway, which will also link Resorts World to the original Convention Center loop. Phase 3 will then complete the circle by linking Resorts World to the Convention Center West Station, allowing traffic to circulate in a single direction from the hotel to the Convention Center and back. To allow for faster travel, there will even be an underground bypass tunnel beneath the Convention Center West Station. The Boring Company then published designs for an additional conference center link to the Westgate Hotel. Another single, unidirectional tunnel would connect the Riviera Station to the hotel parking lot to the west, passing beneath Elvis Presley Boulevard and the surface. Once operational, this should be sometime in the following year, connecting the convention center to two hotels, one on each side. Perhaps you're wondering, aren't unidirectional tunnels almost useless? And for a moment I had a similar thinking, but I realized that much of this particular graphic will only travel in one way at a time. People will therefore travel from the hotel to the convention center in the morning, then from the convention center back to the hotel in the afternoon or evening. Despite a few possible exceptions, the vast majority of users will have no problems with only moving in one direction. Even further into the future, a link from Resorts World to the Fashion Show Shopping Center will be the next stage of the Vegas Loop. Why the mall has such a strange name is beyond me. From the hotel to the mall, where there will be a tiny loop around the structure, the tunnel will run underneath Las Vegas Boulevard. This illustration also demonstrates the future construction of parallel, bidirectional tunnels beneath Las Vegas Boulevard, the main thoroughfare into downtown Las Vegas. A link between Allegiant Stadium and the Tropicana Hotel, as well as a circle around Caesars Palace Hotel, are also expected to be built in the interim. It is intended to construct each of these separate tunnel segments in stages over the ensuing years and then connect them together using loops and bidirectional parallel tunnels.